Oh my god, I love being motivated. I love being motivated.
Me too.
I love being motivated.
Hi, I am Brett Dupree, your passionate, inspirational life coach, the champion for authentic joy. And today, I am here to talk to you about boundary expansion. I imagine boundaries as those parts in your life where you reach to the point where you feel like you can't go anymore. For instance, are you afraid of public speaking? Chances are, if you're watching this, you are, because most people are. And when you get in front of somebody and speak, you're hitting one of your boundaries. The boundaries are the parts you feel like you can't go past. You can't do because you're too afraid. Like, I have a friend, she's too afraid to sing karaoke. The idea of singing karaoke in front of a group of people petrifies her, and she hits her boundary. One of my goals in life is to not have any boundaries. Well, that's not true. Not to have boundaries that stop me from doing what I want to do. For instance, I want to have boundaries when it comes to fighting a bear. I don't want to fight a bear. There's no part of me desiring fighting the bear. That boundary is fine. But the boundary of public speaking, not so fine. That's one reason why I joined Toastmasters. And Toastmasters helps me when it comes to public speaking. But you know what else happens when you expand your boundaries? Imagine there's a circle, which is kind of what you see in front of you. And if I wanted to spend more time in this video, I would put a picture of a circle. And imagine there's little X's in this circle, and there's X's outside the circle. The X's represent, inside the circle, represent things you're comfortable with. The X's outside the circle represent things in life you're uncomfortable with. And every time you can get comfortable with one of these things out there, your boundary expands. But what about the things that are by that X? And the boundary expands beyond that. Your boundary now is out here, and all the things that are outside your X's, you're all of a sudden now comfortable with. That means you can work on something in your life, something to make you better, and improve something else. For instance, let's say you want to join Toastmasters, and let's say you want to work on your public speaking. And you get to the point where you're comfortable with public speaking. But a while ago, you weren't comfortable with interviews. And your rate of public speaking and your rate of interviews were about the same. And as in your expansion, as your boundary expanded beyond to the point where you're comfortable with public speaking, now you're comfortable with interviews. All of a sudden, something you didn't even work on. That's the joy of pushing your boundaries. That's the joy of pushing yourself. Every time you work to improve yourself, every time you push to get better, not only are you getting better in the area you're getting better, there's other aspects of your life where you're also getting better. Other aspects of your life where you are improving. Now, how cool is that? How cool is it to become better at other areas of your life? This is your boundaries. And when you live a life where you continually push your boundaries, continually get better, your boundaries will continually to expand. And there are more and more parts in your life where you're comfortable with, more and more parts in your life where you begin to enjoy, and then you'll continue to live an amazing life. Isn't that what you want? That's what I want. I want to live an amazing life, so I constantly push my boundaries. I constantly try to get better, constantly try to get more vulnerable. That's where a lot of my boundaries are, in my vulnerability. And so I work on becoming more and more vulnerable, more and more excited, showing more and more of myself. And every time I do that, I get better and better and better and better at other areas in your life. Now, where would you like to improve? Where boundaries are you going to push? Do one thing this week, one that will expound your boundaries. In fact, just do one a week. So this week, I'm going to do something that scares me. Something positive that scares me. And see what happens to you in a year. After doing this for 52 weeks, you will be amazed by the results, and you'll look back at your year of awesome adventures. So expand your boundaries, expand your life. Namaste.
JoyousExpansion.com. JoyousExpansion.com. Come and say hello to Brett Dupree. He is an inspirational life coach, good for you and good for me. He turned my life from grey to blue, I'm sure he'll do the same for you. Get in touch and you'll see your life will change dramatically. JoyousExpansion.com. JoyousExpansion.com. Yeah.